Hey everyone, a Complex back with another video, and today we're going to do a mod spotlight for a new mod that recently came out for Dragon Age Inquisition. It's called Enhanced Inquisitor Colors, and it adds 7 additional color sliders to the character creator. They're pretty much for like hair, specular colors, eyebrows, scalp color, eyelashes, stubble color, and as well as Hawk's blood swipe. This mod is pretty awesome. I've played with it. I've been able to create some pretty gorgeous stuff with it. And I gotta tell you, I've always wanted this kind of functionality in Dragon Age Inquisition because I am obsessed with the character creator. I've got a stupid amount of hours into DAI, and most of that feels like the character creator, if I'm being honest. So this new mod kind of changes everything, and I wanted to give you guys a quick rundown on what each of the sliders does, how it changes things, and it just kind of give you a quick walkthrough of it. Before I do that, though, I do want to let you know, and this mod is available for Frosty and DAI mod. Pick your favorite version. Right now, the DAI mod version does crash the Black Emporium, which isn't a surprise considering I feel like everything crashes the Black Emporium, but the Frosty version to date does not. So if you want to do this mid playthrough, you're gonna have to load it up with Frosty Mod Manager. You can make DAI mods and Frosty mods play well together if you're already using DAI mods. The one thing to note though is if you are going to go into the Black Emporium and you are going to be using the Frosty version of this mod to edit, you should not have any of your DAI mods on because that will cause the Black Emporium to crash. But going from there, this is, by the way, the DAI mod version. It's what I've been only using DAI mods recently because it's easier for stream to kind of keep everything nice and like if I need to quickly uninstall something or something like that. So this is the DAI mod version and it's working beautifully. I haven't had any trouble with it whatsoever. Now, to start, you'll notice that when you go into general hair, that hair color section is missing, and that's because it's moved. If you scroll down under mouth and jaw, you will now see a color tab, right? Oh, already this is awesome. Now you've got the hair color, which literally will change your hair color to whatever you want. And if this wasn't enough of an, oh my gosh, this is the most incredible mod ever made possible, they've added opacity sliders. And now here's the thing with an opacity slider. They have 2 of them. And I honestly, this one, and it makes things look more shiny if I'm being honest. So if you kind of roll around with this, you see how things go more matte, more shiny depending on where you are. And then the other opacity slider, let me just put this back down here. The other opacity slider adds a tint to the darker colors. Now this is phenomenal because we can finally have like a true blue black hair if you really wanted to. I mean, not to mention you can have pure black hair now these days if you really wanted to, which is freaking awesome. But you can now do something like this no problem. Or I love these like these deeper red colors. They can look so stunning, especially like depending on the lighting will kind of slightly change the hair color. Obsessed. And then if you kind of go back to that first opacity slider, you see how that changes how the hair itself looks. And so that is something for you to play around with. And then the main reason I was so excited though is because it finally separates the hair color from the eyebrow color. I've always liked like using like lighter blonde hair colors with the darker eyebrows, and before using like the DAI color utility and stuff like that, it was a real pain to make it all work. Not to mention you had to use base DAI eyebrow colors or like hair colors and then edit the hair color, and the lightest eyebrow color for me for DAI looks too green almost. It's weird, I know, but it's an ashier blonde and I didn't like that with a cooler blonde. I get really fussy about these things. So now you can kind of put on whatever you want tonality wise, which is first of all amazing. And then you can go into your eyebrows and then change it from there completely separate. So you can get as wild and crazy as you want. You can keep everything very similar if you wanted as well. There's so many options available to you. But the other cool thing, and this is especially going to play in for people that use modded hairstyles, is if you kind of look let me just put this back so you can see it as a darker color. If you see how you can see my scalp through here, and you can see like the darker color, that's the sideburn. Sideburns and your scalp color, like that stubbly scalp color, are all tied in together. So now with this mod, because you can edit your sideburns, you can also edit that scalp color. So if you use any modded hair where you can kind of see through your scalp, you'll also now be able to change this color and kind of make it blend in. You can kind of sit here and play around with it, blend it in. So if for whatever reason that modded hair isn't sitting correctly, you can quite easily kind of make it blend in a little bit better, which is a really, really nice feature. And then lastly, for females, you've got the eyelash color, which this is also available for guys, but guys also have the stubble color. So if we were using a male character, you'd have one more slider to play with. And this eyelash color, same thing as all the others. You can go however you want with your eyelash color, which is really nice. So you can kind of get as fun and funky as you want. And guys, I mean, this is so easy to use. It's stunning. You can create in just a few minutes so many different options for yourself. And let me quickly just show you this on vanilla hair, just so you can kind of see that it looks pretty much the same. Nothing's really changed. And I'll show you the other opacity sliders with a darker hair color as well. Let me just change that. So as you can see, it's all pretty much the same. It all also has the shine in it. I am using currently a hair retexture, and I also have a mod that gets rid of the sideburns. So my stuff is going to look a little bit different potentially than your stuff, unless we're using the same mods, of course. And possibly some of this might look a smidge bit different, like the shine factor, or how these undertones look. That could potentially change depending on whatever hair mod you're using and the quality of it, kind of thing. So that's something to bear in mind. You might want to play around with a few different scalp retextures just to see what you end up liking the best as far as the look goes for this. But overall, guys, this is a stunning mod, super easy to install, super easy to use, and you're gonna, I mean, how much fun you're gonna have with this. And as a heads up, by the way, this does work with any race or gender Inquisitor. So this will work with your Canaries, dwarfs, humans, and elves. So, I mean, you can pretty much make whatever you want with whatever character you want, which is awesome. All right, y'all, that is going to be it from me today. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this mod spotlight for the Enhanced Inquisitor Colors mod that just came out for Dragon Age Inquisition. I am going to leave the link for it in the description down below. If you guys are using the mod or thinking about using the mod, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, or you can find me on Twitch. Come say hi, hang out, let me know how you like this mod. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your night and or day, depending on where you are in the world. And I will catch you next time. Bye, guys.